Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Business Clarity with Tarot. I will pin the call doc in the chat so that anyone joining us later can get into the call doc, and that's where your spread for today is, plus some fun freebies. So it is May 6th, and that means yesterday we had the 5-5 portal. In numerology, the 5 represents change, newness, and adventure. The change isn't always what we want. Sometimes the 5 represents the tarot tower type change, and other times it can be new and fun adventure. So a lot of that has to do with our mindset. So thinking about whether we're accepting the change that is coming in or whether we are going to resist and cause ourselves some frustration. Before we get started, I would like to tell you about my workshop that's coming up in 1 month. And we've got a friend coming in. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent.
Awesome.
All right. I was just beginning to talk about my workshop that's coming up in June. On June 6th, I am holding a business magic workshop. So we'll be talking about energetic practices that support stabilizing your income.
Okay.
I am really excited. I'm going to be teaching a few things that I haven't shared elsewhere, and the bonuses are going to be off the chain. I've already started creating some, and I'm already super excited, even though we have 4 weeks.
Nice.
Yes. All right. So I have pinned the call doc in the chat, and we'll get started there. Do you have an offer or a social account you'd like people to follow you on?
I do. So I just created my Skool community yesterday.
So exciting!
So
Yes.
yeah, I haven't added any content in there yet, so I don't know if I want to share it just yet. Like it's literally like blank. I created it last night. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How exciting! What's your topic?
um it's not just one thing. It's a few different things, like uh kind of bringing human design, numerology, and NLP together.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot deeper than that, but that's just kind of the um, general point of it. Yeah.
Exciting. Okay, very cool. I've got a numerology GPT that I would love to share with you as one of your resources if you're
Okay.
open to that. We can talk about it more after this call.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I was mentioning that yesterday was 5-5, so repeating numbers we treat as signals, symbols, and really reminders to me that we've got portals open to us all the time. But when we're looking at repeating numbers, I consider those special portal days. So we can really get into the energy of that repeated number.
Yeah.
So, as you know, in numerology, the 5 is about change and new things, about adventure. And I was saying that sometimes it's the tarot tower type change
Yeah.
that we're not quite ready for, but I also believe that life leads us the easiest way will come. And so if we won't adapt, if we just refuse to go along with what's happening, then we can have that tower moment that just rips everything out from under us. And
Yeah.
surprise, everything's on fire. Whereas if we're willing to adapt, then we can go with the flow. And that is absolutely a process for a lot of more difficult things, changes that we may not have been ready for again. But when we go with the flow, we can work with that instead of against it and have that tower moment.
Yeah.
All right. So our moon is waning and it's in Capricorn. So in the doc, I've got notes. Capricorn brings a lot of maturity, and it's less about our emotions, which we had our fill of perhaps during the full moon. And we're more about strategy now under Capricorn.
Yeah.
So things that came in with the full moon, we're now acting as a CEO, planning that strategy, planning how that's going to go, how we're going to feed into it, and choosing boundaries around that too, so that we're not overexpending our energy.
Yeah.
All right. You have your own deck ready or no? Fantastic. And tell me about that.
This is the Lunar Tarot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should. Oh, I wanted to show it last time, but last week my camera wasn't working. I don't know why. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Um, here is the box. I love
Cool.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily have like the moon phases. It's pretty much like a regular deck. Um, this one doesn't. I usually do like reverse readings. This one, however, does not have it. So like whenever a deck does not have like their reversals, I don't. I usually just read them as they are. Like you know, it depends. It depends. But yeah.
So, a fun thing that I discovered about my sibling and myself is that we both read our cards fully upright, but we just intuitively sense when a
Yeah.
card is reversed and read that way instead of physically turning the cards upside down. So, I thought that was fun. We've got a few things in common that you wouldn't expect, like just random specific things like that. So that was neat to learn. My sibling was my tarot teacher initially, and now we've reversed roles and I'm more in the teaching space.
Yeah.
So that's been fun. It's interesting to see where we overlap with our beliefs and then what cards are just totally different.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, so I'd like to start us off with an oracle card from the Miracle Mantras deck. It is a wealth affirmation deck.
Oh, cool.
And we've got two. Every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold.
Okay. So is this going like with the first question, or are you kind of doing like a
That's a fantastic question. Thank you for getting me back on task. I like to draw oracle cards sometimes before my tarot readings to help set the tone. And I didn't share that before I started. So thank you, ma'am. And then our second card is I get paid to exist. So simply being myself, being real about the positives and the negatives draws more people in. And as more people are drawn in, they're interested in what we're doing, like your new school.
Yeah.
So simply being yourself, sharing the good parts and the difficult parts of the journey gets you paid to exist. All right, so we are getting to our group tarot reading now, and I'm using Biddy Tarot. What did the full moon make clear? I like to draw all of my cards before I start. Okay, let's see what we've got first for what the full moon made clear. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups. And in some senses, this is, well, in many senses, this is a very flirty person. They know exactly what to say. They know how to work with or play on our emotions. And they've got their cup, so their intuition, their emotions, right up front. Right up front. There's no hiding this. This is what they're into. And our horse here is in like a decorative pose, like a procession or special occasion type of pose where it's presenting and could be judged as decorative. So this is going on. They are sitting still, but the horse's pose suggests that motion could start at any time. So with the Knight of Cups, I'm seeing that we're opening and have opened with the full moon to new possibilities, including following the thread or the stream that our intuition is taking us on. I definitely have had some things that were moving around in the back of my mind that this full moon has opened up and gotten me a lot closer to making changes. I'm already making some.
Can I share?
Absolutely.
So this is very interesting. I got 3 cards, and do you do like shadow cards, like on the bottom of the deck?
Yeah, sometimes I do look to the bottom of the deck if I've still got a question or if my client asks a related question. I'll just do a quick flip over.
Okay, so I got the Page of Cups, which is says possibility at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Emperor. It says authority at the bottom. And then I got the Page of Pentacles, which is reveal, which I've
Mm-hmm.
been doing a lot with my visibility challenge and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the bottom was the Lovers commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's pretty relevant.
Yeah, most definitely. So your pages are both 11s, and Emperor is number 4, and then that's everybody, right?
The Lovers on the bottom.
Lover's number 6.
Mhm.
Yes. Interesting. So the 4 and 6, of course, add up to 10. And then we've got 2 pages. So I see an upward movement there, getting closer to launching and such things as you're doing already.
Yeah.
With the Lovers, I see choices much more than a romantic relationship. And your pages, of course, the page in tarot is getting ready to go on the knight's journey. So we're looking at opening up to our possibilities, intuition and emotion wise, like I was saying about the full moon, and then also income wise and environmentally. So that's exciting. With the Emperor coming in, I feel like that's a reminder on top of the choices that the Lovers are presenting. The Emperor is coming in with structure,
Yeah.
saying we need a plan to move forward. Doesn't have to be strict, but we need to be taking that authority over the situation situation rather than letting it run us or letting it get away from us and not following through.
Yeah. I also, I for the Emperor, I also saw it as me stepping into my leadership role. Like, um, yeah, I've been kind of hesitant because this is like, it's not a new space for me, but professionally it is.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm excited.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is it okay to ask? This just came up with you speaking about leadership. Is it okay to ask if there's anything else you do income producing?
Not right now. There's a story behind that. Maybe we can talk about it in our meeting. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't work outside the home. My income producing is my Akashic Records, business readings, and tarot readings.
Yeah. Okay.
I am finishing up with several years, 10, 11 years of social media management.
Oh, okay.
So that's been fun. I do enjoy that content creation and really tapping into the essence of a brand. And at the same time, it feels like, and I had a reading that said this would kind of be ending in the first part of the year. So transitions.
Yeah.
Okay, how interesting. For question 2, what needs stronger systems? We've got the Lovers. Number 6. So our decisions need stronger systems. And I feel like, again, this is about carrying through with the Lovers and the Emperor saying, look now, you can decide things, and that's great. But if we're not acting on them, then the decisions don't totally matter. We're not making it real. We're not using our magic if we're not following through on those decisions.
I got the Three of Pentacles,
Mm-hmm.
Separation, and the Six of Cups. So these
Mm-hmm.
are also some cards I got last week during the full moon. So coming up again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So 3 of Pentacles, communication and working in groups, profitably, most likely. And the Rider-Waite-Smith 3 of Pentacles looks like there's a young artisan working with older mentors. So getting some advice spoken into what's going on with us, what we're working on. And the 6, you said 6 of Cups?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. 6s are about family and responsibilities. And our cups being about our intuition and emotion, this is feeling like more structure that you're creating from your decisions, intuitive decisions particularly. I like it. That's a cool narrative for you.
Yeah. And then on the bottom was Six of Swords, transition. So yeah, it really is a big transition. So yeah.
Yes, transition with clear thinking, because our
Yeah.
swords always cut through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Interesting. So for our third question, where do I need more discipline? We've got the 5 of Swords. We see one person here holding 2 swords, which is, depending on your opinion, perhaps one too many for a single person. We've got others who are turned away as if they're hurt, whether physically or mentally, and other swords on the ground. So this whole card is conflict. It's a mess. We know that 5s are about change in numerology. And so what I'm feeling is that the situation between these people has changed dramatically. They've had conflict, and this is not a resolution. This is an ending point, but not resolving what went wrong in a way that benefits everybody. Looks like one person has won out, but we don't know what they sacrificed or what they did to take that position where they've got 2 swords instead of 1. So where do I need more discipline? Oh, I was incorrect. They've got 3 swords. So that's a little excessive. They are holding 2 up here, and then they've got the 3rd one down here. So obviously there's an imbalance produced by this change. With me in my work and personally, right now I am holding a lot of thoughts, and I feel like that is putting me in the position of this card where it's time to, or soon it will be time to share exactly what's on my mind so that I'm not the only one living with these beliefs and convictions. Right now, it is kind of an alone position because everything that's going on is in my mind. I'm making some decisions, but the people affected, I haven't notified yet because it's not quite time yet.
Interesting. So I got the Page of Pentacles again for this.
Okay.
Still, yeah.
Where you need more discipline.
I feel like it's just intuitively, the way I don't want to say present myself. I mean, a little bit. The way I
Sure.
present myself and like my messaging. That's kind of like one of the struggles I've been having recently. But yeah.
Yeah. Root into that. It's okay to say exactly what you want to say, no matter how goofy or weird you think it might be. There are people who are your people.
Yeah.
And they will be attracted to your message, whether it's about like peanut butter and marshmallows, random, or frogs and puddles, or whatever that is. There are people who are going to be drawn to you for your specific message.
Yeah.
There are things that you can speak to your people that no one else will have that perspective. So it's important that you step into this leadership role because there are people who need the experiences you've had and processed into what's going on now.
Yeah.
Okay, one long-term strategic correction. And I'm feeling called out because of what I was just sharing that will affect other people, but I haven't shared with them. So we've got the 2 of Cups here, which is about partnerships and working closely with other people. The folks have their cups, they're holding them up at equal heights, and they're also holding hands. That's a detail I hadn't noticed before, but they are holding hands with one hand each and then holding their cups with the other hand. So for me, I do feel like that means pulling other people in, and that applies to a couple of things I have going, including my workshop. I'm needing to pull in one technical person. So that's where that's landing for me. For the group, I feel like the long-term strategic connection is about trust. I feel like, yes, we've tried to work with people before and that hasn't worked out. But what's in front of us now is a new day, a new opportunity. And we also are not the same person as when we had the last proposed partnership fall through. We're different people. We've hopefully been on the upward spiral where we're learning and implementing as we go. And so the conditions are very different than in the past when we may have had some disappointment.
That is very, very interesting that you specifically said that because the the card I got was the 5 of Wands, which is disagreement at the bottom, and I completely resonate with what you said with previous proposed partnerships. But yeah, but on the bottom was the Star card, so you're right. Like you're not the same person as you were before. But yeah, I really resonated with that.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your sharing. That gives so much more depth and so many more layers
Yeah.
to the reading. Thank you.
Okay.
Right quick before we finish up, our free business tool of the week in the call doc is the Business Brain Bot. This is not an AI tool that I created, but it's one I'm licensed to resell or share. And it helps you quickly create your brand documents. I have a longer process that I've created and is available in the membership in my Skool, manifestmagicstudio.com/Skool, Skool. And one more thing before we go, I want to share the link for my workshop. That's manifestmagicstudio.com/magnetic-money.
You said magnetic dash money?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm putting that in the chat, and I will share the chat when I share the recording. Okay, do you have any closing thoughts? Do you feel complete?
I just realized I was on mute. Okay. Um, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And I will see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Take care.
All right, you too.